Hi, this is Rob Leo, and in this tutorial we're going to continue to look at Google Slides. In the previous video you saw me upload one to a Shared With Me. I copied it over to my drive. We added some title text, we changed the layouts, we added videos and images, we set when the video started and stopped. We're going to continue to look at some of the tools. I'm just going to create a new slide. We'll just make a title only. What I want to do on this one is add some custom shapes. And to do that, you notice there's a shapes icon on the main toolbar. You could also go to Insert, Shape, and decide what type of shape you want to include in your slide presentation. So for now, I'm just going to click on Shapes and select a circle, for example. I'm going to draw it on the screen by clicking and dragging my mouse. There is a paint bucket to fill it with color. There is a line editor to adjust the line color, and right next door is to adjust the line width. And you could also break up the line if you wanted to, if you have any need for something like that. What I want to do is take some text and put it on top of the shape. So I'm just going to go to my Insert menu and add a text box. Just going to resize the box by dragging this over. With this text, if you notice, right now it's left justified. I just want to make it center justified, and I want to make it vertically in the middle of the text box. I'm just going to highlight the text as well and change the text color. We'll make it white. We'll make it bold. We'll make it 18-point font. And then what I want to do is drag this on top of my shape. Let's try to center it. You should be able to see some kind of guidelines as you go through. What I want to do is take the text box and the shape and make them one object instead of two. So to do that, I'm just going to draw around both. You can see both are selected, and with a right click, what I want to do is group them as one. Then what I want to do is center it on my page horizontally and center on the page vertically. So you can kind of adjust how your stuff appears. Google has all the tools to make it relatively easy. Again, you can add your own custom shapes, color them, change the lines, and so forth. Notice also as you right click, you could rotate them clockwise. You could reorder them by bringing forward and sending back. So if you have more text on the page, you can kind of arrange things the way you want. Let me just rotate this counterclockwise 90 to bring it back. Of course, you can resize this because it's one object now instead of two. And then, of course, you can make your adjustments. You may be able to do that both manually as well as with the button. Other stuff you can add, if you look under the Tools menu, we know voice typing, we know about spell checker. We looked a little bit at the Explore option and Define before. If you did use the Q&A option when you're in present mode, just to remind you, under present view, you can start a new one. If you did something like that and you had some question and answers coming in, again, you're sharing this link to students so that they can actively participate. But the other nice thing to do in present mode, notice there is this laser pointer. And as you're on the page, you can just kind of move your mouse around to activate the laser pointer. And when you don't need it anymore, you just click it again and it turns off. Let me press escape on my keyboard to get out of here. Like other stuff, you can make comments in the margin. So if I wanted to highlight something and add a comment, given feedback, for example. Another nice thing you can do if you click Insert, let's do Insert with some text. Let's say I do like a click here, highlight this. I could do Insert Link, and I could link to a website, apply it. Also, let me just copy this. I'm going to do a right click, copy, right click, paste, and get a second text box to appear. But let's say I want to change that. I could make it go to a slide in my presentation. So if I want this click here to jump to the title slide, I could apply it. And again, when I present, if I click it, it jumps to the title slide. Or actually, that one went to West Genesee. They both went to West Genesee. I must have done something wrong. Let's fix it. We'll change this. We'll remove it. Highlight, insert, link. And again, I want to go to a slide in this presentation. Let's go to the slide 1 title and apply it. And now let's present it. And sure enough, it does what it's supposed to do. It's a great way to make Jeopardy games. And I'm going to provide you with some detailed instructions about how to do that. Again, I've got my cube pattern. Let me just press escape to get out of this. You can reorder your slides. I believe I explained that in the previous video. And as far as arrangements go, apparently I need to select something on the page to arrange it, whether it's center on a page, horizontally or vertically. It pretty much covers it. Again, you've got your star button if you want to add a star to it. And I think that's pretty much it for Google Slides. I mean, it works basically like PowerPoint. I think you'll find it pretty intuitive to use. Thanks for listening, and I hope you found this useful.